And what's up, man? We back. We ain't went nowhere, man. We came right back, man. So we gonna pick up where we left off, man. We at doughbelly.
Yeah, man. We was talking about the childhood thing. You know, like I said, I got my street organization. When I'm affiliation when I was like 12 years old. I was preteen. So, you know, my music career was based off me being a vice lord.
Okay.
Especially being a vice lord on a record label that was majority GDs.
Oh.
You know, I was the only vice lord for the most part on the label. There were a couple guys that came and went. But for the most part, I was the only vice lord on the label. And that's kind of something that we push to help promote peace in the streets.
Right.
At the time, you know, that was something that was definitely key to me being successful in the state. So, I mean, it's always going to be a part of who I am.
See, a lot of people don't think that you can work, but, you know, I work, you know what I'm saying? I didn't say better, but, you know what I'm saying? It be sometimes, you can't work with your own brothers. You can work around. Yeah, it's different. I can work. It don't matter who I work with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's me, fam.
Yeah. When you can adapt like that.
Yeah. You know, I was growing up. There wasn't but a few vice lords around here.
Right.
First of all.
Okay.
It was a handful, and all of us lived in Marshall Court for the most part.
Okay, Marshall.
So it probably was. I think in the whole city of Westport, it might have been 7 vice lords. Most of the guys that were vice lords lived out in West Clayton.
Okay.
You know, but if you lived in the city of West Point, nigga, you get your ass beat every day. this GD city, you know, high school, nigga, you fight every day.
Dang.
So to be able to rep vice lord at that time, we talking like 89 through 94.
Yeah.
You had to be you had to be really cut from that cloth to be that guy. if not, you wasn't gonna hang around long.
Okay.
And you know, I mean, I've always been a people person, though, like you said. I don't care what nobody rep. If we cool, we cool.
Right.
And my guy at the time, DB, started a record company. And when he started a record company, specifically to push his cousin, Big Bull.
Right.
And at this time, me and Bull was just really starting to click.
Yeah.
So Bull was like, man, my cousin coming up with a record company. We'll call it Low Key Records. He said, man, I definitely want to sign you to it. At the time, it was me and my partner Red. We had a group called SOS.
Okay.
So we got down with them. We started making noise. Dean Town Villains from Aberdeen.
Remember Dean Town.
Man, my niggas for life. They jumped on board. Carlito Tick Walker, he had the record store out on Highway 50 here.
Right.
You know, he jumped on board. So God was putting all the pieces in play for us to be able to do what we was going to do. And tragically, my cousin Michael White and DB got killed in a murder over in Starksville in 2001. So everybody was looking for that to be the death nail of the company. But if you know the history, you know we came back like rocket.
Okay.
You know,
kept it going.
For real. It was a major setback, but it was a major comeback.
Okay.
So, you know.
Y'all hit the city. They hit the city on fire.
For real.
Man.
For real, bro.
It was on fire.
And if you was around at that time and you knew the history, you knew, them guys there came from a serious situation to be able to come back and say, all right, this is one of the hardest record companies in Mississippi right now.
Okay.
You know, that shit with DB and Michael White, man, that shit hurt. For real. That was a major fucking setback.
Okay. So, was it ever a group before that? Or was it just always you?
SOS was the first group
SOS
that I was really a part of. I mean, before that, it was just me, you know, doing my solo thing.
Okay.
And I met Chandre Webb, which I had known all my life, but we never just ran the same circles. We was always cordial,
right?
But we never ran the same circles. He and I got together with a guy named Bruce Mason. Bruce Mason was the barber in the apartment complex where I lived.
Right.
And he was also one of the early members of the Vice Lord Nation here. And we formed SOS. and it went from Bruce Mason, me, and Chandra Webb, Red, to just me and Red.
Right.
And at that time, when we signed with Low Key, our first album, Country Music, came out.
Yeah.
In 2001, up under the name SOS, and we talked about doing other albums. Never did, but it was kind of like even though even though we never got a chance to do another album, he and I continue to do music together.
Okay.
So, it was just always known that we was SOS, even though we never did another SOS album.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can we expect a reunion or something?
It's been talked about, man. It has been talked about. I don't know. God would pretty much have to put that together.
But the relationship with y'all good.
The relationship is still the same. Man, with Daytown Villain, with Red and Big Bull, we still Low Key, even though Low Key is no longer a record company.
Okay.
It's still a Low Key family, if I could put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah. So we might not be a record company now, but we're still a family.
Okay. Well, okay. Hopefully we'll see that, man.
Indeed.
They come back together.
Indeed.
And you had brought somebody up that we're gonna bring up also. I'm trying to get him on the show too.
Okay.
Bull.
Big Bull, yeah.
Okay. So Bull, that for y'all know, you know what I'm saying, Bull Rapper 2 coming out.
Right.
He came out GTA, man.
Right.
And if I just like him, I wanna see how y'all just linked up like that.
I knew Bull from being in the street. Bull first album was called Lunatic at Large. It was the first album on Low Key, and there never would have been a doughbelly if it wasn't for Bull.
Okay.
Like I said,
shout out Bull, man.
Yeah. Bull was really the key. DB and Bull were cousins.
Okay.
So when DB started the company for Bull, because Bull was rapping. Bull was one of the few guys around here that was rapping. Sean B actually started the whole rap scene around here.
Okay.
Sean B was one of the first guys to just really get noise.
Big up Sean B.
Being from West Point rapping.
Right.
When Bull came along and was doing his thing and DB started pushing him, I met Bull. I already knew Bull, but I met Bull for the rap shit went one day when my partner Anthony Gaston was telling me, he said, man, I ran into these cats that wanted to buy some beats. Anthony Gaston was my producer at the time.
Okay.
He said, you know Big Bull. I said, I know Big Bull. He said, I need to get y'all guys together. I think, y'all be a good fit. Oh. So once me and Bull got together, we clicked. Yeah. And Anthony ended up leaving here, moving back to Michigan. The cat was from Michigan.
Right.
And me and Bull kept the relationship going. And when the thing happened with Low Key, he was like, man, I need you over here, bro. He was like, man, this is what we finna do. I know you and Red got talent, let's do this.
Right.
And Low Key actually started with me, Bull, DB, and Red. It actually started with us four.
Okay, that's supportive.
So, I mean, just, through the whole thing, man, Bull always been a support system for me. We know we bullshit and fuck off, but that's my guy.
All right. Y'all been friends for a long time.
Long time. That's my brother.
I'll tell y'all just hit that little verse thing up there, man. I ain't know that. Hey, down here, GTA, we do have them down here. They did the first album. They kicked it off. Legendary. Legendary, man. It's just
and I mean, people see us on social media. And we go back and forth on different shit, but it never would have been a doughbelly if it wasn't for Big Bull.
Okay. Shout out Bull, man. We got to get him on the show, man. Got to get him on the show too, man.
Indeed.
I really want to get the whole Low Key on here, man. And just, hey, give it to him like that.
Word.
We're going to take it as a con, though, man. Let me see what we got for you, man. All right. So you said you got the new record coming out. So they got to listen out for that.
Yeah,
so they can't give us a date on it yet.
Yeah, there's no time.
We'll try again later on. See if we get back.
For real. Well, once I get time, I'll get back in the studio. But
all right.
There's no date on it yet.
Okay. That what's up. So, what's next for doughbelly, man? This is just going to the rap, or you trying to expand the business?
The security thing, man. That's really my focus now.
Okay.
I've been jack all trades, man. You name it, I done did.
Right.
I had a food truck. I had a restaurant. I had several nightclubs.
Yeah.
You name it, I done tried it.
Okay.
So I try to keep my hands in multiple pots because the man only got his hand in one pot of starve.
Right. You're right about that.
You know, I try to keep my hand in several different pots.
You're right about that.
So right now the security thing is pretty much the pot I'm working with now.
Right.
Everybody needs security. You know,
right.
School, churches, any venue now you need security.
Right.
So that's the biggest of my focus right now.
Right. Okay.
You know, music will always be something I love, so it's close to my heart.
Okay. Man, we're glad to see you still going, man. You give us motivation, man. For all the ones that rapping, man. You can see that they come here, they gonna say it. You either ask like, who influenced you growing up? Doughbelly. That's all you heard. Yeah. That's all you heard, man. Low key.
Thank God for that. For real. I thank God, man. That's love to hear somebody say that. You know, when people say that. It's like,
right. We don't give you flowers, man. Gotta give you them, man.
It gives life purpose.
For the city.
It gives life purpose.
Okay, you held down for the city, man. That was up. So like, what's a message you can give like to these up and coming rappers out here? You know, from the surrounding areas that looked up. You know what I'm saying? What can you give them?
The biggest advice I can give to anybody that's serious about this is get out and travel. Okay. I've seen so many MCs die on the vine because they never got outside of their area.
Right.
They was cool with that local fame. And even though social media has made it where you can reach out now to 1,000 different venues out there, if not 1 million,
right,
that you probably wouldn't get into just, going out, passing CDs out, and hey man, check my music out, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
With all the streaming and all of that, you still need to be seen on the scene.
Okay.
You need to be out there for people to know you because there's nothing like that personal contact.
Right.
So I mean, get out of if you're from the crib. Get out of the crib. You can always come back to the crib. For real.
You gotta get out. Yeah,
get out of the crib. Go to where they buy music. Go to where they sell music.
Something, man. You gotta do it, man. Mm-hmm. You gotta. Hey, it's a gamble though. It's a gamble. Man.
Indeed.
I know you gonna listen. Like I was telling this other guy, you gonna lose money along the way. You gonna lose sleep. You know what I'm saying, but it's all worth it in the end.
That's right. It's like anything, though. If you said you want to be a doctor.
Yeah.
You got to put that time in.
Right.
You got to study. You got to perfect your craft. Music is the same thing. You got to perfect your craft.
Right. You got to, man. Hey, ain't nothing going to come to a sleeper but a dream. It's all going to come to a sleeper.
Believe that, Slick.
Okay. Right, man. Let me see. So, did your environment have any influence on your...
Of course.
On your
of course. We come from the home of the blues.
Right.
So I grew up listening to the blues. My mother played Al Green and Bobby Blue Bland and all of that growing up. And those were the songs that I wrote a lot of my early lyrics to when I was young.
Okay.
I didn't have, back then we didn't have beat machines.
No.
So, you would listen to a blues song or if they had an instrumental on there, and you would write to that. So a lot of the beats I prefer now are more soulful sounds. Okay. I like that organ. They always call it the Texas sound, but it's really Mississippi sound. For real, cause it's the home of the blues.
Okay.
So when you hear the organs and the tambourines and all that's us.
Yeah.
So I like those type of sounds. When it comes beat wise, so it definitely had an influence on my music. Like I said, joining the Vice Lords at 12, that had an impact on my life. My environment, being here in Mississippi, has definitely shaped who I am. I can't get away from that.
So, okay. Well, we're going to take one more break, y'all. And we're gonna wrap it up with him. I know y'all want to hear more, man, but the man busy, man. He got a lot of stuff to do. He's a busy man. All right, but we'll see.
Already.
We'll come right back.